Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, they did it. They did it. For the first time in 41 years, the Georgia Bulldogs are national champions. Well, before I continue with that, fuck you, Alabama! If you've been following A-Fizzle Productions all this time, you know that not only Alabama football is my most hated team in college football, they my most hated team in sports. All these bandwagon fans that hopped out of nowhere in 2008. I've never seen too much Alabama game. Y'all know I live in Georgia, on the Alabama border. Throughout my childhood, I seen Georgia and Auburn. Not really too much Alabama stuff until Nick Saban gets there and takes it to the SEC title game in his second year, which they lost to the Mighty Gators, by the way. But then after they beat Florida in the rematch in 2009 and they went on to win national championship, here their ass comes. So fuck them. I'm glad Alabama lost. I'm just sick to my stomach that I had to come to the expense of those goddamn UGA puppies. God damn it. But hey, to the real UGA fans, y'all deserve it. You know who you are. But yeah, there were some bandwagon UGA fans. These UGA fans wasn't representing when Mark Richt was there or Kirby Smart's early years. But all of a sudden, Georgia playing Alabama. Now all of a sudden they want to become Dawg fans because they playing Alabama. Y'all can take your do this, beat Bama bravado and shove it where the sun don't shine. You get no respect in my book because y'all wasn't repping. Y'all wasn't repping back in 2010 and 11 and 13, 14, and 15. You weren't repping then, but all of a sudden, Georgia's a national title contender. You want to rep now? Kick rocks. But to the real ones, because I know who the real ones are, y'all deserve it. Georgia wins 33-18 over Alabama in the national title game last night. And I said this back in October. When Georgia beat Florida, I said, Georgia might go all the way. But what eludes Georgia was Bama. They had to take down Bama. They didn't do it in the SEC title game, and I was like, that was it. I'm never picking Georgia to beat Bama again. I didn't pick Georgia to beat Bama in the SEC title game. I picked Bama. I predicted Bama to win, excuse me. And I predicted Bama to win again. I just could not feel comfortable rooting for Georgia. Because I said I'd rather predict Bama to beat them again and be wrong, and Georgia finally takes them down, than predict Georgia thinking this is it. This is their chance, and be wrong there and be like, and play boo-boo with a fool again. Well, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And Uncle Lou is right. The 1980 jokes are over. It was a good ride while it lasted. I enjoyed the 1980 jokes, but we can't make them anymore. I know George Fish gonna come to Florida with the 2008 jokes. Okay, I guess, you know, hey, at least it's a championship in this millennium. And that was my jab, you know, for Georgia fans. Like, at least we won the championship this millennium. I wasn't really doing the whole 1980 jokes. But they finally did it, man. And this one, it stings. Don't get me wrong. It fucking stings. Because even though I'm glad that Alabama lost, as a Florida fan, I don't ever want to see Georgia win a national title. I was enjoying the fact that throughout my childhood and my adulthood, Georgia was the team that came up short. I just could not buy in. They had to prove it to me that they were worthy of me buying in. And this is going to sting, though. That's for damn sure. Because, like I said, I live in Georgia, so I got to hear it for at least for the next 2 months. Go Dawgs. How you like that national championship? I don't like it. I hate it. I can't stand it. And now Georgia fans are going to become obnoxious as fuck. Won't be able to tell them shit. I got to deal with that. Oh my God. Gotta deal with that. Oh my God, this is gonna. Oh my ears are gonna bleed. Oh my God, my ears are gonna be bleeding like fuck. Lord help me, Jesus. They already obnoxious. These statewide sports fans are already starting to become obnoxious, and I've been telling them for years because they experience their teams coming up short all the time. Good trouble over my teams, and I say once Georgia wins or the Falcons win the Super Bowl, the Hawks win, Braves win, Georgia Tech. I told them, I say, y'all gonna be so brand new, y'all gonna be so fucking obnoxious, y'all gonna be so goddamn unbearable, my ears are gonna bleed. And they was pulling up, they was like, no, we're gonna be humble. You already getting started. You're already talking, you already getting this big shit bravado, getting started already. And I can't stand it. Yes, Lord help me, Jesus, take the wheel. So, what does this mean for Georgia? They're going to be a force to reckon with for a while. And I think it was just this past season, Georgia had either this past season or the year before, one of these recent years, Georgia did have the #1 recruiting class. And this is adding fuel to the fire for UGA. They're going to keep recruiting at all time. People are going, these high school players, especially in the state, they're going to go to Athens now for college. Because, like, hey, they see what Kirby Smart's doing over there. And that monster that's been in Nick Saban's pocket is bursting out, and they're ready. They done ripe now, so they're ready to roll. What does this mean for Alabama? It means that the SEC is starting to catch up to them, because y'all know for a minute it was Alabama, then everyone else in the SEC. Teams are starting to catch up to them now in the SEC. Florida will be back. This is a down year for my Gators. You know, we're not gonna stay down long. Y'all know this. If you watch college football, you know Florida usually be down for like 1 or 2 years and they become national prominence again. So I'm not worried. I'll get more into Florida just momentarily. But what does this do for? But yeah, Florida is starting to catch Alabama. You notice the last 2 games Florida played against Alabama were by less than a touchdown. SEC title game 2020, lost by 6. Had a chance to win it at the end, didn't get it done. Played them early in the year in the swamp, lost by 2. Had a chance to win it at the end, didn't get it done. And you look back at both of those games. Florida did not play good in that first half in the SEC title game, and that played them at the end. You know, they played better in the second half, but it was too little too late. You play better in the first half, you probably knock off Bama in the SEC title game. And then the swamp earlier this year had that very bad first quarter, fell down 21-3. You know, chances are when you fall down 21-3 to Alabama, it's really hard to come back and win. You know, you play better. You probably play better in the first quarter. Florida probably would have won. And if, you know, the extra point that our kicker missed, which would have made it, you know, that extra point that the kicker missed, that was brutal, because, you know, you scored a touchdown to have a chance to tie it up. You know, you made that field goal early on. It's 31-30 when you scored that touchdown. All you need to do is take the extra point. It's 31-31. We're playing for overtime instead of trying to go for it all. It gives Florida a really strong chance to win that game because they had full momentum. So, you know, Florida's catching them. LSU, even though they've been down the last 2 years, they're starting to catch Alabama. They played a really tight game with Alabama. Texas A&M is starting to catch Bama. Hell, they beat Bama this year. Auburn's starting to catch Bama. Even though Auburn had a down year, you know, they have Alabama beat. Auburn did. And then they running back goes out of bounds like a dumbass. You know, he stays in bounds. Auburn has a strong chance to run the clock out, and they would have walked out of there with the dub. And that would have ended Bama's playoff hopes. But yeah. And teams are starting to catch Bama in recruiting. Like Texas A&M is recruiting well. LSU, despite how bad they've been the last couple of years, they're recruiting well. Auburn, Georgia, they up there. Florida, you know, we start off slow with our recruiting, but Billy Napier is racking them in. So yeah, now I'm not saying that Alabama's dynasty is over. I'm not going that far. That's to be determined. We're gonna find that out in the next couple of years whether it comes to an end. Me personally, I hope it comes to an end, but Alabama's still gonna be up there. But they're gonna come in 2022 knowing that the rest of the SEC is starting to catch up to them. Oh, by the way, Alabama, you can't make any more jokes about going to your winning streak against the SEC East. That's over. That's also over. So yeah, you finally lose to a team in the East. It took, you know, it was 11 years later, but you finally lose to a team in the East. Sleep good at night. So that's what it means for Georgia and Alabama. What does this mean for the Gators? Boy, Billy Napier is going to have his work cut out for him. He is. You know, because you just got here about a month ago, and you got to witness your biggest out-of-state rival and your biggest SEC East rival win a national title. So yeah, he's going to have his work cut out. He knows he's going to have to really bring it if he's going to want to compete with Georgia. Because that's the gold standard in the SEC East right now. I'm not talking about just the SEC or college football-wise. Georgia's up there with the best of them. But I'm just talking about SEC East. Georgia is the gold standard. If you want to get to Atlanta, you got to knock them off in Jacksonville. And I'm sure that Billy Napier knows that, and he should know that he's going to have to come with it, you know. It's easy to beat Tennessee and Vandy and Kentucky and Missouri and South Carolina. But you can beat those teams all you want, but if you can't beat the Bulldogs, it's not going to matter. We're going to see, man. And what does this mean for the rest of the SEC? You got 2 monsters to work with in the SEC, so if you want to knock either one of them out, y'all better step y'all shit up too. I'm just saying, Auburn, you got to beat Georgia. You haven't beat them in the last 5 meetings. LSU's going to get better. Tennessee, they're a lost cause, so we're not even going to talk about them. They can't even beat Florida, Georgia, or Alabama, so why waste our time talking about them? Kentucky, if you want to remain consistently 10-win-ish good, you got to keep recruiting the way you're recruiting. Mark Stoops, whatever. Yeah, I think it's Mark Stoops. He's been doing a better job. He's probably been the best Kentucky coach since Bear Bryant. Dude's been doing well at Kentucky. Vanderbilt, lost cause. We're not going to talk about them. They can't beat the main 3 either. So the point is, for the Auburns of the world, the LSUs, the Floridas, the Texas A&Ms, y'all just got to keep balling. Ole Miss is catching Bama. As long as they keep Lane Kiffin and their defense can get better, they can give Bama a run for their money in the East. In the West, excuse me. Mississippi State, I don't know. That's 50-50. Arkansas, they had a better year this year. They went 9-4. They did lost Bama by a touchdown, so we're gonna have to see. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And as far as like Clemson's of the world, the Oklahomas, they're gonna be right there in the mix as well. So it's gonna be very interesting for the next couple of years. But yeah, as I was saying, this loss does sting. Not this loss. This Georgia winning the national title does sting. And like I said, the only thing that could have been worse Then a Georgia-Alabama national title is a Bama-FSU national title. Thank God they suck right now, the Seminoles. That would have stung even worse because I cannot pull for either team. And I was not pulling for either team in this game. I know people going to be like, oh, you pull for Bama. We pull for Bama because you're a Florida fan. Fuck Bama. I would never pull for them assholes. And if anything, I was rooting for Bama to lose. But I don't mean I was rooting for Georgia to win here, because not like I wanted Georgia to win. God damn. Georgia Bulldogs, national fucking champions. It happened in my lifetime. I know some Georgia fans been waiting 41 years. Some been waiting about 30 plus. You know, the 90s babies waited 20 plus. I got fortunate because the first year I started watching Florida football, Florida wins the national title over Ohio State. So I got fortunate there. But it's been 13 years since the Gators' last national title. You know, they beat Oklahoma 24-14 in 2008. And they was primed for a dynasty on their own, 3 out of 4. That came to an abrupt halt when they lost to Bama in the 2009 SEC title. And Florida hasn't really been the same. It's been sparks when they came close. But the 2000 teams haven't been all that kind to the Gators. So hopefully the 2020s, minus this season, it could be better. I'm hoping. I'm just hoping. That's the only thing I can do. Fuck Georgia, man. Fuck the Bulldogs. But big ups. Y'all the kings of college football this year. I salute that. You know, you finally got over the Alabama hump. I know that's been burning y'all for years. You finally got over that. You finally got over the 1980 thing. You know, that curse, that's lifted. And that's that. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year to everyone. I know this is going to be my first legit video, 2022, on YouTube. So I don't know if I did tell y'all. I think I told y'all the last Monday vibes, but if I didn't, Happy New Year to everyone. Hope y'all 2022 is off to a good start. I do got the drink review coming soon. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is down the line. I'll post it in the community tab, so be looking out for that. And Lord willing, I will be streaming the Steelers Kansas City Chiefs Sunday night playoff game. That's the plan. That'll be my first stream in about a month. Hey, last time stream was Are You Ready for Christmas stream. Yeah, first time in a month. First game stream about 2 months. So yeah. Anyways, I'm done. I got nothing else to say. So I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all be easy. Enjoy y'all 2022. Till next time, A-Fizzle signing out. And I will holler at y'all. I'll try in a couple of days, I guess, for the drink review. We'll have to see. Alright. God forbid I gotta get on antibiotics for this weekend. We'll see. I'm still kind of battling a little. Might go to the doctor tomorrow. You know, if I forced to be on antibiotics, I'll let y'all know I'm on them. Then the drink review may have to come later on in the month. But I'm gonna try to do that drink review before the month comes to an abrupt end, though. All right.